Like when they have bow, so I'm gonna be nice to them today.
Bow is not only something that helps things flow, but it's a really good weapon, underrated as a weapon to carry along with you as you go through your.
And we see that the first cess today is hard container, and it looks like there are crystals in eastern and desert, and we have the red pendant up. Otherwise, what other weapons do you like to see when it comes to the escape sequence? And it's gonna be the red cane we're starting off with today. That's nice.
Okay, we got block strats. See how our runners fare with that, pushing a solid object towards their.
Well, Technolink got a bit amount of money there from it, so he must be feeling fine so far. But that does mean though that we are gonna have to farm for bombs later once we get into the sewer. That might not be the most irritating part.
Farming for bombs in Escape can be pretty stressful, but with the red cane in hand, what I like to do is there's a cluster of rats in one of the sewer rooms that sort of congregates to the top right of the screen. I like to just drop a block and let them run in.
Yeah, a very nice cluster of enemies over there. And we see another heart container in the next two sets of sets. And we find our three bombs in the boomerang chest. So we are not going to have to farm for bombs later, which is quite.
Yeah, that's a really. I mean, it's all the same as far as the pace for all of our runners go. That being time spent, but it's reassuring as a runner if you get a set of bombs from a chest.
Yeah. We see that SGTG is the first one to rescue Zelda. And he was worth the 50 rupees also from that chest. So we are way on our way to be able to do Balowender once we get to Kakariko. I must say though, I do like this price that some of our runners are using. We see SEA using that Sailor Moon. We see Gus using Sora. Technolink is doing the normal Link sprite, while I don't remember what the sprite for that Bressingham worth is.
I think that's based off of the sort of monochromatic style that you get from the Game Boy iterations of Link, but I could be mistaken.
All right. Thank you, Red Aimer in chat. Is apparently based off from Four Swords. It's apparently gonna be the blue one of the. We do see SAGT having a very good pace, being first one into the sewers.
Yeah, here's hoping for that good old subset. Oh, he does get bodied by the by the ropes, but we got a lot of health considering.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder if this is gonna be one of those heats where we get so much defensive early and we're gonna struggle to get some real life.
Yeah, it's always good having a lot of defense in front of you. It just it puts you in a good mindset and helps you power through some of the bull crap.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's see what we got in the back of escape here.
He's just gonna turn around and get that 20 rupees. Don't want to miss
Yep.
out.
I would. And another 20, a map, and some more buffs.
That means that Sanctuary Cest has the last item for us.
That also means that we don't have to stress so much about purchasing bombs while we're in Kakariko, so you can hold on to your 50 bucks.
$609. That is a really good time to get through the escape.
Yeah, solid, absolutely solid. Oh, and we got a fire rod.
Ooh, wow. You almost want that just before the Chain Guard because of Fire Rod being one hit on him. But yeah, finding Fire Rod early is really good. And it looks like SAGT is gonna take that down to minimal.
Yeah, this is a it's not absurd, but it is an unusual thing to see somebody go south right out of escape instead of going into Kakariko.
Probably want to find that baller before heading over there. The
We
people
got
is quite
5.
generous.
Yeah, that's not so bad. 20 rupees. You pick it up.
Yeah, why not? Lumberjack has a piece of heart for us today as well.
So with that fire rod in hand, Rush Mothula? I think so.
Possibly. Ooh, they have the hammer in Lost Woods.
Okay, okay. So we got some weapons, we got some progression. Pretty curious to see where this leads these folks.
Ooh, we have the flippers down in Minimoldon Cave as well as the silvers, some rupees, and the ether. Quite loaded
Oh, a little bit too late for that ether for my liking. I love using ether in Mini Moldorm Cave.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. So, Blind Sat. What do he has for us today? A piece of heart, another piece of heart, the bottle, and a third piece of heart. So SAGTG didn't need to head over here before he went to Kakariko.
That's some good mindfulness from SAGTG. Remembering that he just picked up the flippers, just shaving off a few seconds by jumping into the water up to Ice Rod Cave, and getting a Moon Pearl on his way.
Alright, only Power Glove for Dark World access. And we got a sword at the back of Kakariko Well.
So it seems that there are no wrong plays as far as the opening minutes.
Not really, no.
That's what I always like to see in a rando. No wrong plays.
And otherwise, the the bottle vendor had more bombs for us, so we might not be able to have to buy any bombs anytime soon. So that's
Although we did just buy some bombs from the old swindler.
Quake being on Sora Ledge. Surprised that
Oh.
SAGTG is not picking that.
Yeah, GTG. It's barely a minute.
And he's not that far off when it comes to the rupee, so he could have farmed some Soras for rupees and then gotten all of that done directly, but no, he's gonna get away.
Well, maybe he can bum some cash off of the vagabond under the bridge here. We do get a lift upgrade from the back of the tavern, so we got Dark World access straight out the gate. What do you make of that, Rush Mothula? I think so.
Much possible to do that. Sounds like a good idea. Although I never really like having too early of a Dark World access because the Sphere 1, you easily forget about them till very, very late.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities on the table for us today.
We are gonna see both Breasting and Gus doing a blind race game as well today. And there's Mirror on race game.
Wow, how about that?
It almost feels
So-
like every possible play you can do at the start of the game has been rewarding so far.
So it's interesting though because SAGTG he's doing Sahasrahla right now. He hasn't saved and quit, so yes, he is indeed going into Eastern. So the rest of our runners might try to do the old Wombo combo of Dark Palace and Eastern Palace.
And SAGTA almost had the vanilla boots. That was so amazing. That is a pretty nice place to hide those boots. And Bressingham is heading up Death Mountain, as it looks.
Oh yeah, he must be gunning for Hera.
Well, there's a lot of things that's unlocked here thanks to the hammer. You can get to the right side, the east side of Death Mountain as well with a.
Yep, and he makes it safe and sound through that dark cave. Gets a mushroom for his trouble as well.
Well, that's a nice little candy he got from the old man.
Yeah, nice little treat. He's like, here you go, Sonny. Not getting much out of Eastern so far, although we have found our first item as well as a big key, so perhaps God Eastern?
That is the dream.
Yes, and we here in the rando community love our dream. Just a bit of a joke for a hint on Bressingham Voight's side of things.
Yeah.
As for SAGTG, so just a piece of heart in the purple chest. We'll leave that where it.
It's really nice to have that one because that one takes quite a while to do. Specifically, if you're gonna combine it with Cave 45, Stumpy, and the digging spot, it takes quite a while to deliver that one. So good that.
Yeah,
that we
that
don't
that whole roundabout thing is very cumbersome.
So we have a Dark World sec. So we have Green Pendant up in the Skull Woods. Another pendant is over in Turtle Rock. So our runners might not want to run over to Mafla, depending on if they are gonna slam that in with the doing Eastern directly after or so. That could be a good play.
SAGTG might be a little bit put off by it, but I would make that play. I mean, it's if you're well equipped, it can be a really quick kill. Although with only fighter sword, maybe not.
That is a really
I might
nice
see some of
hint
our
here.
runners hold out until Master Sword at least.
Yeah, so so it looks like Hera is firelocked, but the hint before that told us that there was a unique item in the Dark Village. That is quite nice to hear.
That was a pretty sick sideways fire rod shot from Bressingham Void.
Yeah. I do also quite like it when it is Chief Town is a red crystal. That is quite nice. The Swamp Palace was also another red crystal.
Yeah, Swamp Palace Red Crystal. You know, it's that you got to do it, but oh, how soon do you want to do it?
Yeah, so we're in for Gus is in Hype Cave. He's got a heart container, the Titan Smith, red rupee piece of heart, and did not get to see that because I had lag.
Yeah, so unfortunately, same here.
But yeah, already Titan Smiths. We're getting a lot of stuff very, very early here.
Yeah, and a lot of divergence as well. It seems that Gus is going, now that he has the mitts, he's going to the Village of Outcasts via the south route.
Quite like the play because he can chime in the digging game, Stumpy, and K45. Especially since we don't need to do Gary's Lunchbox. It's quite a good play to go with this route.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. And yep, we're going to see what's in Cave 45. Meanwhile, Breskin Void is setting up a bomb jump across the Hera pit. Having a bit of trouble setting it up. I thought he looked good the first.
There he got it. So what you can do if you guys want to learn the bomb jump, if you time a spin slash when you are approaching the ledge, you can stop from falling down and then you are at a good pixel.
And I'm sure that SAGTG would be very upset if we didn't point out the fact that he just revealed the secret chicken. So, GG on the Easter egg.
Yeah.
We got a Moldorm fight from Breskingham Void. Only fighter sword, vanilla strap. He's going for taps.
I do quite like you doing the hammer on Moldom then. It's only 3 hits and because it does the same amount of damage as the fire sword, so. And there he is
Yeah,
ending.
oh. He's in second phase, and he's down.
Good job from him. Gus decides to bring the smith with him. Gonna do pegs and all that goodies.
SAGTG is... Sorry, go ahead.
Does pegs and peg count for the Wolf of Outcast? Because that could be then where our unique item is, if that's it.
Wow, 7-second race game from SAGTG.
That is pretty nice. And Gus finds the book.
Yeah, that's right. We've got words. Oh, there's an armor upgrade.
Yes, always nice. We find all the defensive items early, and we can technically get it as soon as Gus heads up there.
Yeah, Gus might go ahead and pick that up, but Breskin and Voight. Oh well, I mean, you know, he doesn't have the hook shot yet, so. Although you don't need the hook shot to get there. What am I saying? I play this game. And wow, I gotta say, there is a lot happening on screen right now. It's almost too much to keep up with.
We saw that Birmingham found the second shield as well.
That'll be pretty nice going in to the blind.
Yeah, the totally non-scripted fight.
Yeah, people say it's scripted, but that's debatable.
We got the red boomerang from the chess game. But yeah, there's a lot going on. GTG is gonna head into Chief's Town, while we see Bressing is in Paradox Cave. Getting a bit bullied by that mini mold on there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who you are. Those mini mold worms, when you've only got the fire sword, they can really just kind of gang up on give you a hard time.
So Paradox Cave was a complete bust.
And I'm seeing from chat that we found the bow.
Where was that? I completely missed it. It must either be in Sea Hut or down in Bomb's Hut, because when I was looking Gus when he did Bomb Hut, I did not see it because of the lag. But SAGTG finds the shovel.
Yes, of course, the most important item in this entire game.
We already find two of the first quest items. Where is the last one?
There's a lot of items that we're finding so quickly, and we got a Master Sword as well there from TechnoLink. Guys, settle down. Stop finding so much stuff.
Yeah, we are trying our best here. But apparently the bow was in the first chest in ship. So SAGT telling us that the first that the big key in Hera is Phyla. So yeah, the hints are always nice. Anything good from the digging game, as it looks like.
Yep. And Bressin and Voight is into Eastern Palace. I'm not sure. I might have. I think I was looking at somebody else's screen at the time, but did he go by way of Palace of Darkness? Did he drop a portal?
I can't tell, but we saw that SAGTG picked up blue mail up by the bomb hole in T. But yeah, I did not see if he did that. But Evie said, what is your favorite sprite?
Sorry, just 1 second. To answer somebody here in chat, to sum up a recap in 5 words or fewer, we have lots of items.
Yes, we do.
How's that for 5 words? And let's see if this fight is or isn't scripted.
I can't tell.
That's a scripted fight right there. Good
It's a
fight
really
from
good fight there.
GTG.
But yeah, we have gotten nearly everything we need to complete the seed. The one thing I see that we need is hookshot and pass the flute, and might need another medallion, but otherwise we are pretty solid when it comes to items. Only after 25 minutes in that.
Yeah, no kidding. Thank you so much, the Chain Nerd, for the 50 bits. Big shout outs to you, Fando.
Hey, he did that bit because of you. Congrats, you made some money to speed.
It's what I do.
We see Bressing here setting up Hooland. Did not succeed with it though.
I've got a haiku for you, chat. We have lots of items. Am I smelling a sub 2? Is this a jet seed?
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, Bressing's second try got him to Hooland. Do you know why you get warped to that location? I am a little bit unsure about why you get warped.
I'm sorry, say again?
You know, Hooland, what do you actually do to get there? I'm a little bit unsure about the tech.
Oh, okay. I can explain that for you. So the Houlihan room is a failsafe put in by the developers. If Link's sprite becomes unaligned with his hitbox, citation needed. And if he then falls down a pit, the game otherwise, without the Houlihan room, would not know where to put him. So, it puts him in the Houlihan room just to sort of save it from soft locking otherwise.
Thank you. And I am disappointed by Bressing. In turning in the mushroom, only get the net and not picking it up. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. I am of the opinion that your fastest seeds will be the ones in which you don't die.
Alright, we technically also need the lamp, but the most of our runners here on the race team are good enough to be able to get through those star. So we got the 10 arrows from the scammer himself today. And SA GTG is sending it to Ice Palace, a very early one at that.
Yeah, wow, how about this? Early ice with Master Sword, no less. But he does have the blue mail, so he doesn't have to worry so much about the chip damage that you tend to take while you're in here. But yeah, this sort of divergence is really incredible to see. Wow, good bomb shots from the SAGTG.
That was beautiful.
So I'm thinking this might just be purely down to execution, unless GTG gets absolute bupkis here in Ice Palace, and the same with Gus there in Eastern Palace. Yeah, this might be a 100% execution.
Yeah. Looks like it was scripted for Techno though. So far we have had 2 hints about unique items in Ice Palace, and I missed both of them.
One was about the boots, but I missed the Ice Stalfos room.
Yeah, I only saw that both of them were unique items. SAGTG is setting up a bomb jump and is able to do it.
Yeah, wow, clean bomb, Ice Palace bomb jump. First cycle on the fire bar as well. And more bomb strats on the lunging Pater Gator Gwins? I don't know what's called them. I call them Lunge Gwins, which is an enemy from Donkey Kong Country 3.
They do look quite similar. I will be doing more commentary on Gus, but right now I'm lagging like crazy on his stream. However, SCGTA did find Blue Cane in Ice Palace.
Mm-hmm.
And
Technolink, I think, must have missed that hint because he is cashing in on that purple lunchbox.
have he not been to Eastern yet? That might be why.
Yeah, it could be. Very well. Actually, probably 100%.
But from what I've seen so far from Gus, Eastern hasn't been useful yet. But it's hard to tell. But I do like Technolink's route here because he will be able to go down into desert. This is a place we have not seen yet.
Yeah, indeed. Let's see if old Salad Hand's brother has anything for us to. Probably not. We have most things so far.
It would be incredible if he has any.
Bupkis.
Come on now, brother. Your brother was much better.
Yeah, he had a sick pair of Yeezys. What do you have? A co-payment? Oh, we got Bacon Sword from Gus there. He's going through the dark maze. Good strats though, using the fire rod in the rupee room.
SAGTD doing another bomb jump. He has been rocking with those bombs so far.
Yeah, he's a really strong runner. I've seen him in tournaments and dailies, but he's been really shining in the Plando tournament so far.
Time for codes there.
And Gus has successfully navigated his way through that dark maze. and I did not see what he picked up because of just a touch of luck.
That sounded really good. A touch of lag.
Just a smidgen.
Are we making some kind of good soup here? A recipe for a successful stream?
Yeah, making some grain lentil soup out of this. I don't know. I'm trying to make a soup joke.
It almost landed. However, SA GTG was able to do hammers on the coal stair. Very beautiful fight from him. And a very beautiful ice palace in general. Ooh, Gus is gonna do the dark room down there in the pod, and Bressingworth is setting up fake powder. So how that one works is if you're using the cane and immediately pause and switch out to the mushroom, because the mushroom is on the same tile as the powder, the game thinks you're using powder, but it didn't pay out for us today.
Still though, good game knowledge.
Yeah, definitely. We see that someone in the chat wants you to tell them more about the Plando tournament.
Yeah, sure. Yep. There is a tournament going on at the moment based on knowledge. The two runners are able to choose 2 items to place into the pool wherever they want, as well as the commentary booth and 1 audience member. It makes for some really interesting shenanigans. If anybody is interested, send me just ping me, and I'll send you a link to the Discord.
Sounds like a really fun tournament. At the same time, Gus was able to navigate through the dark rooms, got the ice rod from Helmarok King, and finishes off.
Yes, that's right, Helmarok King, the 4-legged bird himself. I'm sorry, I don't mean to correct you.
Don't worry.
Yes, it is a very interesting tournament. It kept me up until about 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday, I believe. Which, with such shenanigans, like I said, you get to pick 2 items. My picks in my match yesterday was both gloves in Pyramid Fairy. Go ahead and wrap your head around that one.
I am trying to, and my brain is starting to melt.
So did mine, my friend.
How do you even do that?
Logic.
It looks like Technolink is gonna do a gamble heading into Swamp. That is a gutsy play. Oh, he has a hookshot? Where did he get that then?
Oh, yeah, I missed that one.
Yeah, he got it. So, because of how easy of temples who had the red crystals today, there might be something on Pyramid Fairy. That might be what Technolink here is.
Yeah, it could be. It's like chat said. All we really need is the flute for Misery Mo.
Ooh,
And
if that one is in Pyramid Theory, that's gonna be so tough because there's probably not a lot of people who will just straight up go and.
well, randomizer rewards the bold. Oh, it
I think
is. One of our chat fandos pointed out to us that the flute is in the pyramid.
oh really?
So,
That's nice.
this is no mode. This is Schrodinger's no mode, or Shro mode. If
But what about the lamp?
we don't know if we need Bombos to get into that there mire. We don't know where the lamp is yet, but I mean, we've got some really strong runners that are racing for us today. And you know what? While I'm saying that, make sure that you fandos, make sure you give each and every one of these runners a follow. We're seeing some really good talent today on our daily.
I just got a huge surprise from my little sister. She just randomly walked in here with a webcam, so I'm gonna have fun setting that up later. Anyway, you were saying? I didn't quite hear that because family.
Oh, I was just shouting our runners out, you know.
Alright.
But yeah, I mean, we've seen. I mean, SAGTG is in Dark Maze. We already saw Gus go through the Dark Maze. Yeah, this is some really high quality talent here. And was that Bombos? That is
was
Bombos. That's all 3 medallions. My goodness,
We are in no mode.
this is one heck of a mode.
Yeah, only 42 minutes in and we're already in no mode. Wow.
Now, we've got some discussion about dark rooms in chat. What do you reckon, Angels? How do you fare with dark rooms? Which ones do you find are easier than others? Which ones do you find are just absolute hot garbage to try to attempt?
If it isn't randomizer, so I'm fine with them. The easiest ones they are the Eastern and the Pod because of just how much you can get from seeing tiny sparkles from the sword. But it probably is Meyer and the basement of Pod that can be the toughest.
Now you see, I'm gonna differ with you there. I have no troubles with the basement of Pod. Meyer, I can do. The ones that give me the most trouble are the mazes. That's Turtle Rock and the Dark Maze of the Palace of Darkness, and of course Ago 1. But
Yeah.
anybody who knows the Aga 1 dark rooms must be completely sadistic if they're rando runners.
Yeah, doing Aga 1 without lamp is a pretty ballsy move, I have to give you that.
But as a word of advice to our fandos, if you want to get into running this game, and you think that some of these things might be intimidating, I learned so many of these things within just about a month of watching casually. This is a very friendly speedrun game. I highly encourage you all to get involved. Join us on our Discord, in the one that you'll find on the Randomizer website. There's even a subreddit. And there's just a world of tutorials out there on YouTube.
Yeah, and a lot of the tricks we see, they might look intimidating, but the base of them is fairly easy. With example with the bomb jumps can look hard, but they are really the easy once you get the hang of. And the dark rooms, you do learn them pretty quick. One of the easiest things when you're gonna learn that is just have a map up next to you, and you can easily see where you're going. Technolink fighting Argus, and it looks like Bressingham did the ped check there, but I did not see what it was.
Well, it doesn't really matter too much for us, anyhow. You and I, we're in Shro mode, or actually no, we're in no mode.
Yeah, even the lamp can't be there because of Turtle Rock. So yeah, weird. It'll be interesting to see later on what is on there, but nothing we need there. We see Technolink heading into Swamp Palace again. Gonna do left side. SAGTG is gonna finish off Eastern. There was a hint tile for Gus there, and Bressingham is gonna do Graveyard the ledge. So quite a lot of diversions, as we said. There have been so much item begun so early in this.
Yeah, the last time we saw two runners in the same place at the same time was in Thieves Town. And this is actually an unfortunate thing that we're seeing on Technolink's side. He's gone back into Swamp Palace. He hasn't gotten Bombos from the ledge, nor does he know that the flute is in the pyramid.
He might have, because he's running up to the bomb shop. So it will be easy to be able to pick up the bombos from the pyramid while he's there, and he can possibly saying it together with the catfish, because we are not seeing that.
Yeah, I don't believe he has seen the hint. But you know, it's still it's good to see him do this blind, because this is a very overlooked location.
Yeah, definitely. And we see Bressingham actually heading up to catfish.
And there we have. Boys and girls, I hope you've had your calcium and you have thanked Mr. Skeletal. Doot doot, we have the flu. Ah, and the fairy is giving away some of her children today.
That's generous. I have to really give a shout out to Waterfall Cave, as that one has 300 rupees, so you probably would have the money to be able to be scammed by.
Yeah, I would say that if I have, you know, around 400 rupees, I do still go to check Zora, just because of that cave.
Yeah, there's so high probability that you will get rupees from it.
And yes, at 49 minutes and must have been 49 minutes, just about even or so. Technolink is in go mode, pending an activation. But he's still.
If I would have not seen this and you told me this after, I would have said that you are mad. But I do know that Techno is quite a new runner, all things considered. So I wonder, he might need to get the lamp because he might not know the dog.
Perhaps, yeah. I mean, he could have fooled me. He's doing very, very well so far. He could also maybe be holding out for another. You know, going from Master Sword to Tempered Sword is a massive leap.
Yeah. However, because we do have silvers today, it isn't that too bad when it comes to the Ganon fight later on.
Oh, it's not so much the Ganon fight as much as it is all of the boss fights I've found in my own experience. Trinex, for one, is just so bogus to try to do with the fighters. And hammer strats are dodgy, considering we don't have the most generous health pool.
Yeah. I remember the last race I was in, and we had, and you didn't get the Master Sword for so long. That was basically the go mode item for me. So I did the hammers on Trinex, and that is not a fun thing. We see Technolink heading over to Ice Palace. No, he's gonna buy some upgrades for him. That is not a cave we usually see in Rando because of why would you need that?
I actually use that cave for refills from time to time.
All right.
If I'm going into Ice Palace with very few bombs, I will go in there just to get the refill.
Yeah, it is so beautiful game knowledge.
Yeah, and that's the sort of stuff that we love to see in the dailies. You know, just the guys that just know this game that well. It's just fantastic.
Otherwise, we see SAGTG is in Super Bunny Cave, gotten that name from a few sequence breaks a few versions ago. Do you know when it was that people started using that sequence break?
Beg your pardon?
Yeah, I talked a little bit about the audience of Super Bunny Cave. Do you know when people started using that?
Oh, the knowledge of that glitch goes way back. I think though that you really only see people go in there in randomizer. I think that's strictly a randomizer strat. Or maybe it might be a 100% strat as well. I'm not too sure. If anybody in chat knows, fill us. And yes, we do have Butter Sword in over there in Hookshot Cave.
That's a really nice found. Did not decide to go and pick up the red mail from the island though. And Technolink is also successful in his bomb jump in Ice Palace.
Yeah, but here's something I want to point out. This is sort of just the sort of the punishment that you get for being in such an early go mode. He is in Ice Palace with the Master Sword. That sucks.
It sure does.
Yeah, sorry, but if anybody was wondering about the Super Bunny Cave, it's easy. All you have to do is go in there with the mitts, no moon pearl, and fall down the hole. You just walk into the cave, fall down the hole, and bam, you are able to open chests. And that's legal.
It is a pretty cool strat. Gus finishes off Swamp Palace, will be able to get his flutes. And SAGTG did found the powder, so no need to do any fake powder.
Yep, he's just gonna sprinkle a little bit of spice in that there soup. More soup.
I must say that I'm really happy about these cooking references because I did the cooking education pretty recently, so I'm really digging this.
Excellent, excellent. You know, I always say that there's two kinds of people in this world: those who like soup and those who don't.
SAGTG became literate there?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, I just said that SAGTG just became literate.
Yes, he has his words. But
Yeah,
I was gonna say, it's so hard to pinpoint the exact advantage. I would say, I mean, Gus has the most. He has the most crystals out of anybody, so you know, a hard advantage towards Gus at the moment. As for the rest of our runners, we've got Technolink in Go mode, but he's ill-equipped, at least as far as swords go. In my definitions of ill-equipped, because I'm just a little bit bad at this. Meanwhile, SAGTG and Breskingum Void are doing a lot of checks in the overworld and dungeons.
I see Bressing Warp setting up a Death Warp. Then we see SAGTG is gonna head off to do a desert. Gus looks like he's gonna head up to do Pyramid Ferry. Bressingworth gonna finish off Pod. It looks like he's gonna head to the boss now, and Technolink about head into Cold Stare with a little bit of health, but he did pick up those two fairies earlier, so he will be fine. But yeah, those eyes on Cold Stare can be really punishing sometimes.
Oh yeah, for what is essentially cotton candy, it hits like a truck.
Technic's gonna use the bombos to free the candy. I do quite like waiting just a tiny bit before you free him, because otherwise this ice place is gonna be upsetting your position, so you can't get him locked up in the corner.
Yeah, this is a really tense moment here. We got one down.
2 to go. Got a double hit there because taking a lot of damage.
Ooh, take a push, take a push. Get that soup! And that's a blue soup as well, and he's got fire rod shots, and he's just gonna wail on him with that fire rod. He gets him down, no problem.
Beautiful. We see Bressingworth trying to find the tortoise down in pod basement.
Yeah, that turtle room is very dangerous. Probably the hardest thing about that is keeping track of the turtles. You gotta mind out for that audio cue.
Technolink have decided to do Eastern and Pod next, and it's gonna do that Mystery Mire last.
Yeah, as chat points out, looks like Bressingham Voigt got hit so hard his split got knocked out.
Ooh, I can see that. And Gus is heading into Mire.
Yep, Gus has a solid lead.
That boss there did some very nice dodges away from those silver.
Yeah, he gave him the jukes. But SAGTG, one cycle with the silver arrows on that Land Molus fight. Solid fight. That is what we like to see.
That is really beautiful. It can be quite hard to learn the time for that. I tend to use Fire Rod more often. But yeah, silvers on them, all that's pretty nice.
I try, but I usually just resort to spin.
Yeah, when it comes to Fire Rod, depending on how Lemolas does his pattern, it can be just no when it comes to Fire Rods. Especially if they start to overlap each. And Gus directly heads down into the basement.
So this lamp must be in, like, Chain Chomp room.
Feels like it today, yeah.
That is so rude.
Can it be on any of the tablets?
No. As of version 30 of Randomizer Logic, there is no progression on the Medallion tablet.
What's the fun in that?
Yeah, I don't know. You can still find heart containers, armor, and swords. I think you can find swords. Oh, okay. Sorry. Chat points out that the that was fixed. My.
Gus taking a little bit of damage there from that good old room. It looks like it is the room before the bombable wall. Yep, it was. And Gus made it through.
Yeah, very well done. It's a very technical room, that one, but it's not so labyrinthian as the Total Rock Dark platform maze.
Hey, welcome to Randomizer. We make up words every day.
Yeah, somebody ought to write down a lexicon.
Gus is finishing Meyer. Only have Ice Palace left. Then we're gonna head to Gannis Tower.
Yes, that is right.
I'm actually a little bit surprised that Gannis Tower don't have any dark rooms. That is the one place I would suspect they.
You know what? I've always thought that. Thank you for pointing that out. Of all of the dungeons, surely Cannon's Tower would have dark room.
Well, that one and Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, true. The Palace of Darkness isn't really that dark. Although I guess it is the darkest dungeon.
Yeah. They did fix Thieves Town in A Link Between Worlds, so that one might be considered the darkest. Yeah, Bressingworth is gonna get his golden sword here. Gonna see if he's gonna decide to do the red mail as well. Nope.
Nah. I think he must be of the opinion that the best defense is a good off.
I always liked that the world. That sentence, right?
Yep, and SAGTG never did go to Tower of Hera, so he is still on the lookout for that. He does have all four, or sorry, not all four. What am I saying? Both red crystal, but he's just routing in this tablet check just because it's close by before he goes and chucks that bomb on the pier. Sort of in the same vicinity, so I can't blame him. And he does appear to be going for.
Yeah, he is passing towards the bomb shop. And Gus is just about to head into Cold Stare.
Wow, good audio timing.
Really.
As soon as we switch to Gus's, da, 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 da.
Yeah, it's considerably louder as well compared to Technolink's ones.
Yeah, it kind of took me off guard, but he takes those puff balls down right quick, gets another crystal in his inventory.
So guys, we have a bit of game we like to play. Where is the big key? You write in chat 1 to 22 where we will find it. The winner will get a shout out. We don't have the bot here today.
Yes, the bot is strictly for tournaments, but you know, I'll give you a virtual high. I'll give you a slap on the hand. Where do you think it's going to be, Angels?
The seed has been so nice today. It would be bad if Tile Room ruined it. But I'm gonna say behind the Almost Knights.
Yeah, I usually say the same. I usually go for 17, which correct me if I'm wrong, but if done with classic Dark Magician strats, will land you the first chest of Armos Knights, Ice Armos Knights. That
Let's see here. Tile Room will be 22, so 21, 20, and 19 are the free ones if you do right side before going deep left.
Yeah, and I just want to say quickly, SAGTG did not pick up Bomba.
Ooh, that's gonna be a heartbreak in about 2 seconds.
Yep, T minus now.
It does not look like he checked it either because he's not going away from there.
Yeah, he didn't even spot it. And TechnoLink did say to heck with dark rooms, and he has taken down Helmus Arcane.
Good job. That's the first assist. That's the second assist. There are not the two keys we want to see. Anyways, Gus is gonna do right side first.
Yep, and he skips out on Tile Room. Maybe not little known, but you know, good to know. If you do have the cape when you make your way into that room, you can put on the cape and grab onto the wall and just pull on it, and you will not use any magic. And basically, you got coffee break strats.
I'm gonna use that the next time the seeds decides to be irritated.
It definitely makes deciding on whether or not to check that room a lot easier.
3 and 4 was some rupees. 5 was a map, and I did not see what number 6.
Well, it wasn't that great, seeing as how Gus is still going. But he did continue on through the warp to grab another small key. Good to know. The last thing you want to do is make your way all the way up the labyrinth without grabbing without having enough small keys. You only need one.
Yeah, and number 8 was 7 was another big red. Time for one irritating room in my mind. I'm always having a bad time in here.
I think that was a green potion.
Looked like it. That was 14 if I'm counting back.
Yep, I think that was 14. And hopefully, Gus manages to find, I think, at least one more piece of heart to get himself a clutch refill on health.
He's really not low right now. There it is.
That was number 15. I
And
think.
he takes Death Whoop there, which is a really good idea.
And let's see here. Alandar has chosen number 15. Good on you. You called it, man.
Shout out to you.
And Zhao Pan, I think I said that correctly, 1987, also called number 15. You called it, man. Give yourself a clap on the hand.
That's it. Next time you will get it. Today it was a little bit too slow. Technolink is in Mystery Mire. We see Bessingworth being in Swamp Palace. Gonna be able to pick up his flute soon, and SAGTG is up in Hera.
Oh, and I think Cloth Racer also called it as well. Also, Cloth Racer, if that's Morrowind reference, man, I just want to let you know, I'm just trying to do some escort missions, alright? Leave me alone.
We actually have a correction. It's number 14.
Oh,
It's not.
Number 14. Oh, dang.
That was actually the first one that was ever called out. That was Red Armier. Congratulations to you. He was the quickest to call it out, and he got it. It was actually the first guess as well.
You know what? Shoutouts to all the fandos. I'm just gonna shout out everybody. Dusty, 13B, thank you so much for watching. Valsen, again, Red Aramare, Stairs at Walls, Lukumo, Tankiror. Thank you to the fandos. You're the guys that make this worth doing.
You guys are amazing. Gus is gonna head into the second Land Molders fight. Beautiful silver strat there on Land Molders. But with how this seed had been, this might be the best time I ever seen for standard.
Hey, if it was number 13, then shoutouts to you.
Technolink did have a fairy though. It would have been really sad to get the game over.
Yeah, he's using walking cane strats with having his sword out. It's a bit dodgy when you've got those shooters.
Yeah, and also SAGTD did the spike cave. He's really looking for that lamp.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate misstep on SAGTG's side. But you know what? Heck with it. It's a race, but you know your biggest opponent is yourself when you race rando. These are really good times, and we have seen brilliant execution from all of our.
Yeah, shout out to all of our runners. They have been putting up a really good show for us. So time for second Troll Dawn fight.
Just a spin and a slash, and you'll be on your way.
And the run is validated. Yeah, there was some race slashes there from GTG as he finally finds his bombos, and he is in go.
I think he's going to be more mad about that mirror bonk.
Probably. Time for Geometry Wizard. That looked like it was a triple. It's hard to tell. That sounded like a double.
Now, never mistake a double for a faux single. If two of the orbs hit on too close to one another, one cancels out the other.
And when Geometry Wizard is done, it's time for us to kill the pig and get some bacon.
That's right. We are on to the big pig.
That is the goal of this game, right? So you can get some bacon from the trifle.
I think it depends on the day of the week.
Okay, so it was a 2-2-1-1 from Gus. Man, even Ganon is talking about the cooking here with his
Yeah, man, I am hungry. What are you gonna whip up for me? With your culinary knowledge, Angels.
I really favor a T-bone steak right now.
Oh yeah, thick and juicy, please. Maybe some pork chops once Gus is finished.
That sounds nice as well. I know it's like now about 8:30 my time, but I'm almost thinking about going to McDonald's because I'm starting to get hungry.
Don't say that. It's 4:30 a.m. where I am, and McDonald's delivers in my country.
Ooh, I'm gonna be quiet. Yeah, Technolink just got to Ganon's tower, and with a really good time as well.
Yeah, and Gus is he's looking a bit sickly. Hopefully he can clutch it out here. One hug from Ganon, and he is toast.
And the double to finish it off.
It's done. He's gonna go ahead and cook himself up a big old bowl of special chashu pork ramen. GG to Gus.
GG to him.
Of our showcased runners, Gus is our winner here with a time of 1 hour and 22 minutes, 9 seconds.
That places him in third place, which is weird with how quick this would have been. That was third. Our first run was Fear Agent with a time of 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 20 seconds.
Our one of our very own admins here on the Daily Races. GG to Fear Agent.
That is an incredible time.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, sub 2 is the dream, but sub 130 is the meme.
That is incredible. And yes, this was truly a success for Gus here. I really like having that hint there. We see that SAGTG is now also heading up towards Ganon's tower. And Bretting Wharf has only Ice Palette after they finish off.
Yep. I just want everybody to bear in mind that despite the placements, these are just great time.
I can't wait to see how many secs Gus did because of how quick this run.
Yeah, Fear Agent in chat says he never checked a single chest on Death Mountain. Wow, I can't even believe that.
That is incredible.
I'm not joking. I don't believe you. I think you're lying.
We also saw that lunchtime was second place with a time of 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 52 seconds. So Gus was a bit sniped there from lunch.
Yeah, when you got a jet seat like this, the snipes can be fairly real.
We saw that, well, we technically didn't see it, but Technolink did an item dash there with the blue cane. Personally, I really like to do that strat when it comes. There we got to see it, but yeah, I like to do that strat in TR in that room after the tours.
Yeah, that is a tasty item dash. Rarely seen is the labyrinth bridge cane dash. I personally opt to just bail off to the side and use the iframes to dash, but that is cool.
Yeah. With how easy item that is, I'm surprised that we are not seeing that strat more often here in GT for dodging all of those cannons.
I'm sorry, say again.
With how easy item dashing is, I'm surprised that we are not seeing more runners using item dash with the blue cane in GT to dodge all those cannons.
Yeah, I might do that, actually. President Void did take a death in the I'm pretty sure it was in one of the dark rooms of Misery Mine. That's gonna tack on maybe a minute or so, but nothing too dramatic. Nothing tilt worthy. Oh, okay. So I was right. The lamp was in TR.
All right. Was it in the right cess though?
What did I say? Chain Chomp?
Yeah.
I've only ever seen that once, and I was very mad.
Yeah, that cess tends to have a progression item more often than not.
Yeah, sometimes I've found Mirror there, Flute there. Of course, Fire and Ice Raw as well.
Flipper is one that I usually found there.
Oh, Flippers, that's classic. That's practically an antique troll. Technolink, making good use of that green pot that we found here in G.
I think this is gonna be quite close between Technolink and SAGGG.
Yeah, if Technolink does take a spill while he's up here, then his place will go to SAG.
Well, he's looking for something up here. He might be looking for that gold sword. Oh, sorry, I mean butter.
Hey, people say butter sword. I think that that the golden sword looks like an ear of corn. I mean, to keep up with the food meme of this race.
I would say that butter still keeps it up. Another game over for Bressing, and Technolink just got trolled. Yeah, butter
almost
cool. You can say butter.
synchronized troll.
And we have Gus joining us here for an interview. GG, Gus.
GG, Gus.
That was a quick seed.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, no death mountain required at all. Not even a dungeon.
Well, we know that the lamp was in TR, so if we want to do it that way,
Oh
Death
wow.
Mountain could have been considered the required. But yeah, if no dark rooms, it's not required.
Yeah, I
Technolink
completely
having a
forgot
bit
about
of
the lamp.
problem. Down to half a heart. That room is just irritating. Continue, Gus.
Yeah, I kind of just completely forgot about the lamp. So, and I know the dark rooms pretty well, so I mean, that's usually not something I worry about. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say about the seed really. I mean, I guess as long as you made that decision to like pick up the myths before going to Peacetown, all you really needed to do after finishing Peacetown was, well, go desert and then swamp, and you would be in go mode after picking up the flu.
Ooh, sorry, that was a. I think that was a triple from SAGTG on Agate. But yeah, like what a seed! How quick was that? I tell you what, from the booth's perspective, that was a lot to keep up with. I probably feel bad for our trackers more than anybody else.
Yeah, so basically, you guys, the only time, there was like, I would say 90% of the run, everyone was at different places. And because of how quick everything came, it was hard to keep up.
Oh,
Yeah, like everybody straight out of Escape. Um, SAGTG was the only one to diverge at that point, but then after Kakariko, everybody was all over the place.
yeah. I guess I mean after a live world, I guess the scene was pretty open. So I mean, you could have gone like Peacetown or I guess Pod or well, I guess even Swamp would be open even if you didn't have the hook shot to finish it.
We see now that
You could always
has
like sit that break.
passed Technolink.
I mean, you could also have sequence break Death Mountain, which would have been
That was
bad
actually
choice,
what
because
that was actually Blessingworth did nearly directly after
oh yeah, he must have been pretty disappointed.
Yeah, but we found the hammer and the glove so early, so I'm not gonna fault him to going up there very early because there's a lot of.
Yeah, absolutely. It's nothing wrong with doing that. It's just that, yeah, in this scene it would have been a big waste of time, really. It's just one of those scenes when it doesn't pay off.
Sorry, I don't mean to steal your thunder, Gus, but I just want to point out if you've been if everybody's been watching Technolink and SAGTG, GG to SAGTG, if you could see the difference that having the tempered sword versus the butter sword made for that fight, as SAGTG overtook Technolink in this fight and has finished with a time of 1 hour 32 minutes and 53 seconds. GG's in chat, guys. Great fight.
And we see Technolink finishing off now as well.
Yeah, an incredible comeback, considering that SAGTG got the roundabout treatment from the Bombos medallion.
Yeah, he missed that one. And speaking of the devil, we have SAGTG in the call. GG,
Thanks. That was definitely a fun one.
So, Bombos.
Bombos is my arch nemesis at this point. Anyone who watches me frequently knows this.
Yeah, that's one of those medallions. I mean, because it's the only medallion that can provide progression outside of just unlocking dungeons, as you can utilize it in um, uh, ice palace as well. But that kind of gave you a little bit of a run for your money there, didn't it?
Yeah, because of that, I ended up going to the mountain unnecessarily twice in total. So that didn't feel too good. But it could have been worse. I could have gone to Skull Woods or something. I'm guessing a lot of the people who finished ahead of me probably just didn't go to the mountain.
Yeah, you are correct. I think every showcased runner did end up going to the mountain, but at least one of our runners in chat did say that he dodged the mountain altogether.
Yeah, so I can see that. I wasn't sure how to feel about that play. It was this feeling where the logic was starting to dry up for me, and I didn't really know what I wanted to do next. So I just thought, well, maybe the lamp is just the next piece of logic, and I'll find something if I just get it.
So we did get the knowledge from chat that lamp was in Turtle Rock. So according to logic, you would have to end up over there eventually.
That's the thing about the lamp is, we know the dark rooms and all that, but and people say, "Oh, I know the dark rooms. I don't need the lamp." But the lamp is a drastic indicator of logic.
Yeah, absolutely. And unfortunately, this time, trying to second guess the logic didn't work out, but that's okay.
Yeah, that was actually one of the reasons why I didn't go to that mountain, because I wasn't sure if it was gonna be a lamp that opened up that, or if it was a flute. Because if it was a flute, which it was, that would have been Gomon.
So aside from that, I see that Gus on this restream finished quite well ahead of me. I'm trying to figure out where else that might have come into play if Gus also went up to the mountain.
I didn't go up to the mountain.
Okay, you did not at all. So that would have been a fairly sizable chunk of it. Did you get the hook shot really early or really late?
It was like right before. I guess it was pretty early. It was one of the last items I got, but it was like not. I hadn't checked like a lot by the time I got it. So.
Okay, because I'd been wondering about that one. I felt like maybe there was a lot of time to save for some players at least. If they had maybe gotten the mitts and the book first, and then been able to get that hook shot earlier, but I wasn't sure.
I finished hard and EP after doing PS Town, and after that I went to Desert and got the hook shot. So.
So ACGTA, me and Uvisat had a really hard time because you went very early to South Shore. The other 3 runners went together to Kakuiko, but after that, no one basically was at the same screen at all throughout this race.
Oh, so I caused trouble for the trackers with that. Sorry about that.
And shout outs to our trackers as well. Thank you so much for doing the heavy lifting on this one.
Yeah, shout out to Draxana and Red Arenev.
Yeah, you guys are the real MVPs.
I probably butchered both of the names there.
I think the world needs more trackers.
We are seeing the love in the chat. Those are some beautiful emotes. We see Bressingworth. Looks like he's gonna head into Turtle Rock. No, he's not. Yes, he's only gonna use this warp tile up here to be able to get to the Dark World. Then he's gonna head into
Yep, I think he nearly tried to unlock Tower of Hera with 7 crystals.
Nearly look like it. Yeah, let me say one thing. You, because you got up the Butter Sword there, Technolink had the Fire Sword. Because you had the Butter Sword, you passed him while he was in phase 2.
Oh, wow. How about that?
Yeah, that was pretty incredible to watch. You know, the leap from Master Sword to Tempered Sword is incredible in terms of time save, but watching you overtake Technolink with the Butter Sword mid fight like that was crazy. Not to bag on Technolink or anything like that. I mean, he played incredibly today.
Yeah, he was the first one of our runners today who was in no mode. And was he first in go mode, or was that?
He was first into go mode.
Oh, well, I'll say thanks for having me, but for now, I think I'm going to head out, get myself something to drink. So, once again, thanks for putting on this great restream, both of you, the trackers, even the restreamer, and I'm going to head off for now.
Of course, thank you so much for showcasing and putting on a great performance for us, SAGTG, and we'll see you in the next one. GG's to SAGTG. And what about you guys? Do you have any more words on the seed?
No, not really. I guess thank you to you two guys for the commentary, and also to the trackers. These votes are some of the best things about the whole randomizer thing, in my opinion. It's always fun to watch other people commentate your play, so I really appreciate it.
I couldn't agree with you more. And like I said to SAGTG, thank you so much for showcasing and putting yourself out here for us to watch and commentate on. It was great to watch, and you played a heck of a game.
Thank you. See you guys later.
Bye for now. What was that? Did you guys see Breskingham Voight's screen? Again, it just happened again. A sec.
What is that boomerang?
I've never seen that before.
I'm out of words.
Okay, that's incredible. That makes it worth staying up till 5.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, and after all that, he takes a dive. Yeah, something well programmed. This is, repeat after me. This is a very well made game.
Well, it is the magic boomerang, But remember, the big key was there, so he did a death.
Yeah, true that. Yeah, death warp for the heart refill as well, as I would imagine. So yeah, well played, but still, like, oh my god.
Well, it has the name Magic Boom as it appears.
Yeah, magic, putting it lightly. More like transcendental boomerang.
Well, that boomerang must have found Infinity Stones.
Yeah, if you throw a boomerang and it manages to break into the 6th dimension, you know, I don't think you really want whatever it's gonna bring back. I beg your pardon.
And that is why you're using the boomerang instead.
Yeah, I beg your pardon, but that is a clear example of why the red boomerang is the best boomerang. Hashtag Team Boomerred.
So Blessingham is deciding to take the ferry. If you're not quick enough about it, it can upset the spawns from Lamb Mollusk, but it looks like it didn't.
Yeah, he's gonna get himself a solid 2 cycle. Using what I like to call Space Invader strats, when you hold out your sword to keep your orientation firmly pointed forward.
It's a nice strat.
The red boomerang is just too cool for school.
The boomerang is too cool for retro games. He only wants the newest release.
Yeah, red boomerang is like pff, Apex Legends just dropped.
I need to go and play that. Cloverfatcher, that is an amazing quote. It's amazing. I'm gonna read it out for the people who are not watching that. The red boomerang is too cool for school, so we'll come back in a few years with a motorcycle and a few tanks.
Yeah, with thinning hair on top, yet somehow a very, very sweet mullet. Technolink is in our Twitch chat. GG, my friend. Great show, great run.
Yeah, GG to him. Unfortunate that he didn't decide to join us.
Wow, PB as well. Man, give yourself a clap on the hand. That feels good.
How big was that PB? I'm gonna check. That was a PB by nearly 9 minutes.
Not so bad.
That's
Not
really
so
nice.
bad at all.
There we
Brexit
go.
Void's getting a little bit frustrated with Geometry Simulator Combat version.
Yep. So I read that book a lot more.
Yeah, Technolink, when you get Dark World access that early, when you like in the first sphere straight out of Escape, things can get a little bit nutty.
Yeah, you become a bit suspicious at that point.
Yeah, you know, seeing how lamp how having the lamp in Turtle Rock and the flute in Pyramid Fairy put the entirety of Death Mountain out of logic. That gives me a lot of bad ideas for the Blando tournament.
Yeah, definitely. And there we have it, Bressingham also finishing off Ganon and getting his base.
GG to Bressingham Void with a time of, he hasn't stopped his timer, so I'll say 1 hour, 52 minutes, and 50 seconds. Bressingham Void, give yourself a big old clap on the hand, my friend.
Congratulations to you. Yeah, technically, we saw that you did struggle a bit in the Meyer Dark Room. We're gonna see if Bressingham is gonna come in here for the quick interview. And we have Bressingworth with us here in the flesh. GG.
GG.
What did you
GG.
What do you think of that seed?
It was pretty good. It went all right for me, except for Darkmire. I feel like I made a lot of sort of unnecessary decisions when I knew I wanted to do something else. Like going to Catfish and Zora area before Pod. I'm glad I had Quake whenever I was in Hookshot for Go mode. But then Bombo's on Pyramid sort of...
Yeah, the seeds always tend to get interesting when there are jet seeds because there's so much happening at the same time. You guys basically direct after escape, we never saw you four on the same screen ever again because SAGTA decided to head down and do an early south shore.
Yeah, it was really crazy to watch. Just everybody scattered throughout the entire map. Nobody was really in the same place at once, save for a few times.
There was definitely a lot of access really early on.
Yeah, considering Dark World was open within like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, we got the knowledge about the flute super early. So they were close to being sub 1 hour no mode, and it just went so quick. It was hard to keep up with you.
Yeah, almost a little bit difficult to analyze even.
Like it was a fun one to watch. I'm excited to see the different routing choices that my opponents made. Fourth place, I think the best thing you can do is watch everyone else's race.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I mean, it was still a really great time, and you played a really, really great seed. I mean, honestly, with a seed like this, there were no bad plays to be seen from anybody, yourself included.
That is good to hear. There was definitely a lot of options to the point where a seed like this is really, you're making informed gambles, and those gambles are either gonna win the game or win you the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now I have to ask you one thing. What kind of steroids do you give to that to the red boom?
Yeah, can you tell us
I have no
about
idea.
your 2000 IQ Galaxy Brain boomerang strats?
That's the first time I've ever tried that, to be honest, and I've never done it with the blue boomerang either, so I was just as surprised as you guys.
I have seen that strat before. I'm familiar with it, but I think that I now that I think about it, maybe I've only ever seen it with the blue boomerang.
I've only seen it with the blue boomerang, so I was just expecting it to work the same, but apparently goes off the screen there.
Well, thanks to you, I'm going to be telling all of my friends that don't care about this game about it, and I'm never going to shut up about it for about.
Clip of that. That was
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
hopefully somebody clipped it.
Yeah, I want to see that clip so that I can sit down and analyze what happened there because I'm still gobknocked.
Yeah, send that to Glad Jonas if he's still around.
do want to say today I learned that the Meyer switch is under a pot.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, it's a work in
Yeah,
progress.
I did see you take a spill in the dark room of Misery Mire basement.
I
That's
just
that's
have had.
an easy spill to take. It's like I was saying earlier. It's not the most difficult room to navigate through, but it's really technical.
Yeah, I need to really grind that room because that room has cost me that I feel completely uncomfortable with at this point.
Well, hey, a lesson learned is knowledge earned. So it's great that you're not discouraged and that you want to keep on that grind and keep getting better. That's what we all strive to do. And hearing one of our runners say something like that is really encouraging.
It's good to hear.
Yeah, the reason why Gus finished so early was because he never went to Death Mountain. That is one thing we can go.
Never went to Death Mountain?
Yeah, apparently quite a few of our runners never went to Death Mountain.
That's.
I mean,
that's
I don't. Sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead.
That's all I was gonna say.
Okay.
Because there's nothing there, was there?
No,
well, only
not a
really
dang
the
thing.
sword in Hookshot and lamp was in Turtle Rock, having been informed.
Well, that sword wasn't actually lamp block.
Anyways, GG to you, Bressing.
Thank you. GG to everyone.
Yeah, GG, man. Thank you so much for showcasing a run for us today. It was great to have.
Thank you guys for commentating. It was a fun time.
Yeah, so we are
Alright.
gonna basically wrap it up here. The next randomized race is going on right now. If you can Dutch, that is. They are currently doing a tournament over there on Speed Gaming, being Dutch. Otherwise, the next daily race happens at 9 p.m. It was going to be open pedestal. So that is quite an interesting one. Anyways, also, shout out to our trackers Drakan Nasan and Red Arduner. That was really hard one. And thank you so much to Speed Gaming. Thanks to our runners. Thanks to you guys in the chat and watching. Thanks so much to my co-commentator G Wizard. And we will see you guys on the next randomizer.
Yeah, big thanks to the fandos, the trackers, and of course the runners. And virtual handshake to you, Angels. It was great to commentate with.
You made me hungry.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hit the pantry. And with that, I'm signing out. Good night, good morning, and good evening, folks.
Bye bye, everyone.